But first, Guy Fieri is that guy with the wild hair. He's here with us now. He's got the hit TV shows, including a game show. The guy owns restaurants, and he also loves to cook, and we love having him.
It smells delicious. There's no coincidence I'm on this side. He also has a new cookbook, and it's got more than 100 recipes. He's going to show us one of his favorites. Welcome.
Hi.
Well, thank you for having me, and they actually don't know that I'm making them my sous chefs now, so I hope you're ready to step into your new roles here.
Oh, no.
This is actually one of the dishes that I enjoy the most is when I take something that I've tried, and it's a Mexican shrimp cocktail.
Right.
And you find them, you go to California, you find them everywhere. You go down to Mexico, you'll find them. But this is my version of it because I don't use boiled shrimp. I use this dry rub, or kind of this marinated shrimp, and mix it into my own ketchup that we make from grilled vegetables. So let's get started.
All right, we're ready to go.
Okay, we're gonna talk while we cook also.
Please, please.
Yes.
Now I'm going to drop these in over here. You go ahead and do the talking. I'll start doing the dropping. I was making you sous chefs, but now that you're going to ask me questions, I'll let you.
We should leave the cooking to you.
Okay.
I do want to ask you, though, your first cookbook, you actually have a lot of personal stories in there, which I really like. Some ones about your dad when he made you a sandwich, and you said, Dad, I don't like that sandwich. And he said, okay, Guy, tomorrow, you're on your own.
What happened is my dad was making this. My dad was making my lunch, and he'd make these huge turkey sandwiches with just stuff all over them. The sandwich, I was only in kindergarten, or like, I don't know, maybe second grade. And he said, you know, if you don't like the way I make it, then you make your own lunch. The next day I go to school, I got bread, I got turkey, I got the jar of mayonnaise, the whole thing, a spoon to smear it around. He says, you make it in the portions you want. But that's how I grew up with food.
Got to work for you, right?
Now let me introduce to you what I'm doing right here. Yeah. This is some grilled vegetables, some apple cider vinegar, just a touch of some olive oil. And we're basically making ketchup. You got to have the acidity. You got to have some sweetness. Okay, we got some roasted tomatoes, some grilled onions, some red bell pepper. We'll hit just a pinch of some salt, a little cracked black pepper.
And we're making ketchup. I can't believe
And we're making ketchup, exactly.
Is this going to taste better than regular ketchup?
Well, it's going to have a little bit different. Having the roasted flavor, you want to throw that lid on top there for me?
Uh-oh, Guy.
And while she figures out how that lid goes on.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
We are going to jump into making the marinade. Do you get the lid on there?
Yes, I got it.
It has to make the click. Now you have to come. No, you have to. I think we have to come over this way here, like that. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Now go ahead and pulse it a couple times.
Okay.
While she's doing that, in with a little bit of. This is the shrimp. These are some a little bit larger than a 21-25, but like a 16-10. The shrimp to a pound. Okay. So we get some salt, some cumin. Give me a little pinch of oregano there.
Okay.
A little more of that. There we go. I've got some chopped garlic. How are we looking? Go ahead. Now go ahead and run it. So now I want you to run it.
All right.
Some chopped garlic goes in. Give it a little touch of some hot sauce, some fresh cracked pepper.
That's looking good over here, Guy.
And a little bit of olive oil. And what happens is we can let this marinate here for a while, for an hour or two. Put it in the fridge, resealable bag, kind of squish it around, let it sit there. Keep it. Always a good thing to do is keep it in a bowl when you put it in the fridge. Otherwise, one of those sharp little tails poke through the bag.
Yeah, I had that happen.
Gets everywhere.
Leaks all over.
Done.
So you got the marinated shrimp. Marinated shrimp go onto the grill. How are we looking?
I think we're done. Is it good, or do I need more?
No, you're great.
Oh, look at that.
So take a look at that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Can I pick this up here? Okay, you can tell I didn't.
There you go.
I want them to see how this looks.
But just go ahead and get a little taste of this. Okay.
I'm excited because you know I don't like ketchup.
Yeah.
So
now this is a little bit on the thick side. You could continue to sit there and puree it.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, we're even feeding the girls on this
really
show.
good.
Oh my God.
Isn't that tasty? Okay.
Excellent. Very good.
So this is going to go over the shrimp once the shrimp's done cooking? Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. Let's take this next step.
Okay.
So now what we do is we take the ketchup, dump it right in, dump it in the bowl. This is some that I already knocked out. Believe it or not, one of the keys to this recipe, and I talk about it in the book. See, I take recipes that I like, things that I like to eat, and then I do the Guy way. You know, I don't take the recipe, I just take the idea. I take lasagna, do it my way. I take meatballs, we call them Fieri meatballs. And we just do things because everybody has their own little spin, their style. It's just like interviewing, which, you have your own little way you do it. So we get the ketchup in there. Believe it or not, a little hit of some orange soda goes into it. Then we drop in some red onion, some avocado,
oh my gosh,
chopped up.
Oh, that looks so good.
I was loving this without all the ingredients. It's really good.
Cucumber, nice freshness comes out of this. But when we stir this whole thing up, when we put all this in, let me get a little dry mustard in there, and a little granulated
He's pulling all the
I was
secrets
just
out.
gonna say everything.
There we go.
Dry mustard. I never
Gives a little sharpness. You like mustard in that. It's the contrast. We're looking for the contrast of the sweet and the sour and the tangy and the salty, and we're looking for all these things to go on. So we do that. Now, I had tongs around here somewhere.
Oh, here they are. Here they are.
You had
I'm
them.
here to help.
You were packing that.
Your assistant's on the
Now we
everything on the
drop
job.
these shrimp into it. Okay, and you got that big margarita glass right there.
all done.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. So the shrimp are grilled. They're still a little bit warm, but that's fine because it's really going to open up the flavors that are going on here. It's not to be served as a hot dish.
Oh, it's not. So then let it cool off.
Let it kind of cool a little bit. You can let the shrimp cool a little bit before you. Whoa.
That's all right. We'll
Jump
still
right.
eat it.
See, it just jumped right. It's such big flavor, just jumped right out. Okay. We take this.
That looks delicious.
We dump it into the bowl.
And there's a greedy woman sitting here with a fork in her hand, ready to eat it all.
Audrey's ready to try it. Thank you, Guy. That
Thank
looks
you.
delicious.
There you go.
Guy's ready to eat too. I am
Couple
too.
crackers,
So
you got
check
it.
out Guy's new book, Guy Fieri Food. It is available now, and of course you can get this delicious recipe on bettertv.com. We have to eat, so we'll be right back. Where's my fork? Oh, I need a cracker.